Hello, everyone.
Hi, I have a special guest with me today. Madeline has turned into a kitty cat. Meow. So I'm happy to have Madeline the kitty cat join me today for story time. Pretty cute, right? Well, like I mentioned yesterday, if you watched yesterday, we're going to do some more ocean animal themed stories and songs and whatnot today because I had so many books I wanted to share. So we're we're going to go ahead and get started. Yes. Oh, I don't need my shoes on. We've been running around all morning. I forgot to take my shoes off.
Wait, there's just one shoe.
I know, I'm more comfortable without shoes. Especially in the summer. Okay. Hands go up and hands go down. I can turn myself around. I can stand up on one shoe. I can listen, so can you. I can sit, I'll show you how. Story time is starting now. Okay. It's Thursday.
Ball song.
Well, first we're going to sing our hello song. Okay. Whew. Sorry, it's been a very busy day already. We have. We've been going strong and we still have a lot left to do. So here we are. We're excited. We're in story time. We say hello like this. We say hello like this. We're all here for story time. So say hello like this. We say hello to Madeline. We say hello to Madeline. We're all here for story time. So say hello to Madeline. Hi, Madeline. We say hello to you. We say hello to you. We're all here for story time. So say hello to you. Hi, everybody out there. Hi. Hope you're having a great day. Woo! Okay. Ready for our first story? What do you think? Yes? Okay. It is called Swimmy by Leo Leone.
Oh my god, I love the book Swimmy.
It is published by Pantheon. So we're going to read Swimmy. Okay. Whew. A happy school of little fish lived in a corner of the sea somewhere. They were all red. Only one of them was as black as a mussel shell. He swam faster than his brothers and sisters. His name was Swimmy. One bad day, a tuna fish, swift, fierce, and very hungry, came darting through the waves. In one gulp, he swallowed all the little red fish. Only Swimmy escaped. He swam away in the deep, wet world. He was scared, lonely, and very sad. Then the sea was full of wonderful creatures, and as he swam from marvel to marvel, Swimmy was happy again. He saw a Medusa made of rainbow jelly, a lobster who walked about like a water-moving machine, strange fish pulled by an invisible thread, a forest of seaweeds growing from sugar candy rocks, an eel whose tail was almost too far away to remember, and sea anemones who looked like pink palm trees swaying in the wind. I love anemones. Then hidden in the dark shade of rocks and weeds, he saw a school of little fish just like his own. Let's go and swim and play and see things, he said happily. We can't, said the little red fish. The big fish will eat us all. You can't just lie there, said Swimmy. We must think of something. Swimmy thought and thought and thought. Then suddenly he said, I have it. We are going to swim all together like the biggest fish in the sea. He taught them to swim close together, each in his own place. And when they had learned to swim like one giant fish, he said, I'll be the eye. And so they swam in the cool morning water and in the midday sun and chased the big fish away. The sweet one. I like that one. Okay. Ready, Madeline? Ready, Kitty? I should say. Okay. It's okay. You don't see it in the video anyway. Okay.
I feel like this looks like to the side. But it's really just.
Okay. When you hear the word pop in this song, I need you to clap as loud as you can. Pop! Can you do that? Can you do that? Pop! Good. Okay. Okay. First, we're going to swim. Okay. Can you swim? We're going to be fish, so you can swim however you think a fish would swim. Okay. All the little fish are swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. All the little fish are swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 pop! Now we are going to be ducks and paddling in the water. Can you paddle in the water? All the ducks are paddling in the water, paddling in the water, paddling in the water. All the ducks are paddling in the water. Bubble, 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 pop! Now we're going to be frogs and we're going to jump in the water. All the frogs are jumping in the water, jumping in the water, jumping in the water. All the frogs are jumping in the water. Bubble, 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 pop! Good. Now we're going to be pigs. Pigs muddy in the water. We'll wriggle all over. They like to wriggle around in the mud. All the pigs are muddy in the water, muddy in the water, muddy in the water. All the pigs are muddy in the water. Bubble, 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 pop! Now we're going to be kids splashing in the water, okay? Can you splash in the water? All the kids are splashing in the water, splashing in the water, splashing in the water. All the kids are splashing in the water. Bubble, 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 pop! Okay, now we're going to be hippos napping in the water. All the hippos are napping in the water, napping in the water, napping in the water. All the hippos are napping in the water. Bubble, 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 pop! Okay. Now we're going to be, our next song, we're going to be octopus. Be an octopus. Octopi. Right?
Hi, Kitty.
How are you tired already? Okay, Madeline, how many arms does an octopus have? 8. That is correct. Okay, so here's arm number 1 goes swish, swish, swish. Swish, swish, swish. Arm number 2 helps me catch fish. Can you wiggle your hands? Arm number 3 pats my head. Arm number 4 makes sure I'm fed. Ow, ow, ow. Arm number 5 swims me to shore. Swim, swim, swim. Arm number 6 touches the ocean floor. Bend down low, touch the ocean floor. Arm number 7 can grab and tug. Can you grab and tug? But all 8 arms give me a hug. Give yourself a hug with all your 8 arms. Good. No, thank you. I don't care for that. Okay, we're going to read our next story. Story called The Hermit Crab by Carter Goodrich. Published by Simon & Schuster. If you're on Block Island, do you ever go to Andy's Way and see all the little hermit crabs there? I love doing that. I used to do that soon. Okay, here we go. The hermit crab in this story didn't set out to be a hero, and he wasn't particularly brave. He was actually very shy. Whenever all his neighbors would get together, the hermit crab was happy to linger just out of sight. If anyone did happen to notice him, he would become terribly nervous and start to fidget. And then, if they should happen to say something like, "Hi," or "How's it going?" he would disappear deep into his shell without saying a word. Early one morning, just when the hermit crab's neighbors were sitting down to have breakfast, a large wooden contraption fell out of the sky and headed right for them. It bounced and clattered and finally came to rest smack dab in the middle of their town square. The hermit crab was off by himself, poking around in the sand, looking for something good to eat. "What in the world is it?" the starfish asked. "Some sort of new restaurant," the lobster replied. He was sniffing at the tasty aroma that was coming from inside it. "Stay back," the bluefish warned. "I've seen things like this before. It smells like there's something good to eat inside, but don't be fooled, it's just a trap." "Hey," said the striped bass, "where's the flounder? Has anyone seen the flounder?" Nobody had. Do you see the flounder?
Yeah, good.
Meanwhile, not too far away, the hermit crab had forgotten all about looking for food. He was sitting perfectly still on top of a rock, looking down at the most beautiful shell he'd ever seen. Look at it. It's an interesting shell, huh? Very carefully, the hermit crab crept over to the fancy new shell, saw that it was empty, and decided right then and there to move in. "It's even got moving parts," he thought to himself. He felt very happy. But back in the center of town, no one was happy. "Help!" cried a voice from beneath the contraption. "It's the flounder," the lobster yelled. "He's trapped underneath the restaurant." "It's not a restaurant," said the bluefish. "It's a trap. The flounder needs our help." "Yeah," the crabs shouted. "The flounder needs our help." "Okay, okay," the lobster said. "Go ahead. But if that thing is some kind of trap, I'm not going near it." And then nobody said anything because they all felt the same way. "Wait a minute," the striped bass whispered. "Who is that?" The hermit crab came stumbling out of the seaweed forest right into the center of town. "What is this?" he thought. He didn't notice the flounder, but he did notice the good smells, and that reminded him how hungry he was. He walked around the contraption, grabbing it and giving it a shake. He wanted to get into where that good smell was coming from. Everyone watched the mysterious stranger from their hiding places. "Look," whispered the starfish. "He's trying to rescue the flounder. Who is that?" "Yeah," the crabs shouted. "Who is that?" "That," cried the lobster, "that is our brave champion, our hero, come to save us." And then all of a sudden, the contraption moved. Then it moved again and finally began to float back into the sky. The hermit crab was still clinging to its side. He let go at last and gently drifted back down and settled right on top of the flounder. The flounder, now free, tried to thank the mysterious stranger, but the hermit crab drew himself up into his new shell. Everyone came rushing out of their hiding places, cheering their hero. This excitement was just too much for the poor hermit crab. He curled up even tighter inside his new shell. "Great," he thought. "Now I'll never get anything to eat." The hermit crab's neighbors quickly organized a parade and carried their hero to the highest rock, where they carefully set him down for all to see. Then they celebrated late into the night. The hermit crab remained hidden from view. As soon as it grew quiet, the hermit crab slid out of the fancy new shell. He tiptoed past his snoring neighbors back to the seaweed forest until at last he found his worn-out old shell right where he'd left it. He wriggled back inside and soon fell fast asleep. The next day, the hermit crab made his way back to town. There, still perched on top of the highest rock, was the fancy new shell, empty as the day he'd found it. But nobody in the crowd noticed. They were happy to cheer their new hero while the lobster made speech after speech. So the hermit crab settled in just beyond the edge of the crowd, right where he was most comfortable. He smiled to himself and he even cheered the fancy new shell, but he cheered very softly and just a little bit. He didn't want to be noticed. Okay, who's ready to stand up with me? Yeah? You're not too tired? Are you going to stand up though? Okay. Okay. So you know the song The Wheels on the Bus? Madeline? This is the waves in the ocean. Okay? Okay, so the waves in the ocean go up and down, up and down, up and down. Waves in the ocean go up and down all day long. Now we're going to be crabs. Go pinch, 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 okay? Crabs in the ocean go pinch, 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 pinch. Crabs in the ocean go pinch, pinch, pinch all day long. Now we're going to do the clams. The clams in the ocean go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. Clams in the ocean go open and shut all day long. Now we are going to be lobsters. Okay, and they're going to go click, click, click. Okay, so we'll use our pointer and our thumb. Okay, the lobsters in the ocean go click, 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 click. The lobsters in the ocean go click, click, click all day long. Now we are going to be sharks. And we're going to go snap, snap, snap. Okay? The sharks in the ocean go snap, 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 snap. Sharks in the ocean go snap, snap, snap all through the town. Now we're going to be fish and we're going to swim. Fish in the ocean go swim, 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 swim. Swim, swim, swim. The fish in the ocean go swim, swim, swim all through the town.
This is my giant fish.
Now we're going to be eels and we're going to slither. Okay? So the eels in the ocean go slither, 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 slither. The eels in the ocean go slither, slither, slither all day long. Good. Okay, our next song is a finger play. So we're going to sit back down for this one. We need to have 5 fingers. Can you smile for our friends? Okay. Ready? 5 big whales in the sea offshore. One swam up to spout, and that left how many? 4. 4 big whales in the deep blue sea. One swam up to spout, and that left 3. 3 big whales in the sea so blue. One swam up to spout, and that left 2. 2 big whales having loads of fun. One swam up to spout, and that left 1. 1 big whale longing for the sun. He swam up to spout, and that left none. Okay, we have one more story to read. Okay, and surprise, surprise. It's Pete the cat. My favorite. Pete the cat, Scuba Cat. Okay. You see those animals? I like the puffer fish. I don't know why my nose always gets itchy when I'm reading. This is by James Dean, published by Harper. Okay. Pete the cat is excited. He is going scuba diving. Pete puts on a mask and fins. He has a tank full of air. He hopes to see lots of fish. If you are lucky, you might see a seahorse, says Captain Joe. A seahorse, says Pete. I can't wait. I never saw one before. Their ridges look like a horse's mane, says Captain Joe. Groovy, says Pete. Pete jumps into the water. Splash! Look, my nails match the water. They're good oceany nails. Down, down, down he goes. Up, up, up go the bubbles. Pete looks for a seahorse. He sees a swordfish. Pete swims out of its way. Pete's looking for the seahorse, but do you see the seahorse anywhere?
Yes.
Silly Pete. Pete waves to a stingray. It has a long, skinny tail. That's not a seahorse, thinks Pete. Pete looks high and low for the seahorse. Then he feels a tickle. Pete sees a school of fish. They all look alike, except for one. It puffs up. It is a blowfish. Not a seahorse. Where could one be? Pete looks in the rocks. What is that? It's an octopus. It has 8 legs. It is not a seahorse. Pete feels a tickle. What could it be? Pete turns. He sees a cave. Is there a seahorse inside? Do you think the seahorse is inside the cave? Or do you think it's floating right on top of him? Pete sees a crab with claws. A seahorse does not have claws, Pete thinks. The cave is getting darker. Pete feels a tickle. Then he sees an eel. Pete swims past it. It's too long to be a seahorse. Oh no, it's too dark to see. How will Pete get out? Pete sees a jellyfish. It glows in the dark. Pete is almost out of the cave. He sees an angelfish. It is very colorful. Pete is out of the cave. So why is it so dark? Pete is in a shadow. He is in the shadow of a whale. Yikes! Pete wishes he could jump on a seahorse and ride away. Pete hops on a sea turtle instead. It takes him to the boat. I did not see a seahorse, thinks Pete. He feels a tickle on his tail. A seahorse, cries Pete. What a surprise! You were with me all along, says Pete. What a cool adventure. Okay, ready to tickle the stars? Okay. Tickle the stars. Tickle your toes. Turn around and tickle your nose. Reach down low. Reach way up high. Story time is over, so wait. Okay, what we are doing today for our craft is making an octopus. Okay, out of a paper cup. Okay, Madeline, can you remind us how many legs or arms an octopus has?
8.
8, that is correct. So we're going to cut our, we need to cut out 8 legs. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. So here are our 8 arms or legs. The song called them arms. The book called them legs. I don't know which is right. Okay. Now you can paint it if you want. You can color it if you want. You can, if you have more paper cups, you can do a whole family of octopi. Let's see. You can make them whatever color you want. You can do pattern on the legs, arms. Just doing a quick little thing here. Do green for fun. Or you can be more realistic with your octopus if you want, of course. Make them however you want. Okay. Yep. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. Madeline's gonna draw the face. Yeah. Okay. press. Nice. Want to show? Yeah, move it over. Hold it up. Right. There you go. Cute. I love that little eyelashes. So you can decorate however you want. Like I said, you can use markers, crayons, paint, whatever you want to do. We can keep coloring after we finish. But you just need a paper cup. And you can make your own little octopus. I think Madeline's going to make a sibling for this one with the other paper cup. And then you can play with it. Okay, just a fun little activity and have fun decorating it however you want. Okay? Okay, I hope everyone has a great day. I will be at the library tonight. Tonight is Thursday. I will be there from 5 to 7 at the kids' takeout window in the back if you want to come see me. I do have a new video program starting tomorrow afternoon that's going to give me a surprise every week. It's called Imagine Your Story with Miss Morgan. It is all based on our summer reading program. Yes, we can talk about that after. And so stay tuned for that. That will post at 4, but you can like on the YouTube channel, but you can watch it anytime after that. And I think that's it for me right now. Starting next week, we'll be open more for outdoor service at the library. I mean, my kids' takeout area window will be open more. So keep an eye for those hours. Hope to see you. And yeah. Okay. Have a great day. Bye.